to my channel. My name is Brooklyn Rayne. It is a Sunday, 10 a.m. What day is it? It's March 30th, and I am back to you vlogging again. And you know what? I am gonna make a stand from here on out. I'm gonna stop coming on this camera looking crazy because I've evaluated and I don't think I can afford that, So I'm gonna stop coming on looking crazy after this moment. If I do come on looking crazy, remind me of the promise I made. Don't do that, actually. Don't actually do that. But it is 10 a.m. and we have plans today. So that's why we're talking. I have a new outfit and everything. We're gonna go over all of this. All of this will be gone over, but I'm tired, but that's okay. I have a sleeping issue lately, but we're making it work. I don't even need to take this off, but it's time to get ready for the day. The plans for the day. I could talk to you more. I'm going to talk to you more about it while I get ready and whatnot, but it is the Boils and Brew Festival today, and that is where I am taking y'all. I've never went. My parents went last year, and this is the second year ever running. And you know what? I'm willing to go because there's food, and wherever there's food, I want to be, So that's why I'm going, and we shall see. I'm going to film as much as I possibly can, but festivals have a lot of music, and I like my channel not being terminated. So if the audio does sound funky, that means I had to let YouTube remove the audio, the background music artificially, and try to keep our voices. That happened in one of my gaming videos. So if it sounds weird, that's why. But I'm gonna film as much as I can through the music, but here we are. This is what I'm looking like. I'm in my pajamas. It looks like I'm not wearing shorts, but I am. What is that? There's a paper towel on the floor. Oh my goodness. But I'm about to get ready now. I'm gonna put my tea. I'm gonna put some water on the stove for my tea. And head to the bathroom because I gotta do my skincare and then put my makeup on because I have to portray myself as a baddie. So you gotta be who you want to be. So that would be everything for now. I'm gonna put my tea on the stove. I'm actually gonna try to film kind of nice today. Isn't that nice? Isn't that a treat? And I'm gonna try to not be the biggest yapper of the century. I'm gonna try not to be the biggest yapper of the century. But I'm actually gonna grab this so y'all can kind of see me better in the bathroom and whatnot or whatever. And I'm gonna use my old phone to watch YouTube. I've charged my headphones. I've charged my watch. So I'm ready to be on the prowl. After I just said I'm gonna film kind of nice, I've just propped you up against my laptop. You see, I took my sister's balloon bouquet because she had two. She don't need two balloon bouquets. So yeah, I'm mad hungry, but obviously we're going to a food festival. So I'm just gonna eat a lunch maker and to hold me over because I want all of my calories to go towards that food, obviously. I'm watching 16 right now. As you can see, 16 is on, and we're just gonna make today do what it do. But I'm gonna put my water on the stove, okay? And we're gonna move to the bathroom. I have my outfit. Well, yeah, I have the outfit, so I'm very excited about it, and there's some things I need to say about it because I'm confused, but let's do it. All right, see y'all immediately after this. Hi guys, we are in the bathroom now. It is 10:33, so I gotta move kind of quick. I am gonna start with my skincare and then do my makeup. Can't be super in-depth makeup because I'm running a bit late. I was making my tea and whatnot. So you gotta do it all. They say you're supposed to brush your teeth first. So I always brush my teeth first, you know. So that is what we're going to do, and I'll see you once my teeth are brushed. Okay, my teeth are brushed. So now it's time to wash my face. Since it's the morning, I'm only gonna be using my gentle skin cleanser and not double cleanse. So I'm gonna do that really quick and then we can really get to the routine. It's a cream cleanser. Okay, my face is washed. I'm trying to be efficient in case my sister wakes up, so she can use the bathroom as well. Serum number 1, which is multivitamin serum. Maybe I'll do an in-depth routine one day when I'm lazy and need content, you know? But you gotta go quick. Serum number 2. Oh, sorry. Oh, next, my retinol. Well, it's like moisturizer cream thing, but it says retinol. I don't know. Blemish control cream. And I forgot to mention, I cut off my nails for the first time in 3 years because I broke this one. And then I was like, you know, I've been doing my own nail for 3 years, my own nails. And I was like, you know, I haven't been able to make a fist in 3 years. And I was like, you know what? I want to start over again because every time I talk to y'all about my nails, I was like, I need to cut them because they got too long again. So now they're not gonna get too long for a while, you know? You know. But yeah, I wanted to be able to do this again. And now I can. So I'm gonna grow them back out. The only thing I wish I did was choose another color because now they look like little hot tamales on my nails, which is interesting. Okay, so now I'm gonna put on my spot treatment. I have hormonal acne on my chin, which is interesting. Because I'm not on my period, so don't know what that's about, but it like kind of hurts. So that's cute. But we're gonna put the spot cream on and then my sunscreen. I'm gonna be using this Equate All Day Moisturizing Lotion, and it has SPF 15. It's a cloudy day too, so I should be protected. I'm fully relying on my mom going slow while she gets ready because the original plan yesterday was to leave at 11 and it's 10:47 right now. Okay, as y'all know, I gotta let it sit. So, I gotta let it sit so I can, so it doesn't burn my eyes when I put my makeup on. Because it doesn't burn usually, but something like the beauty blender tapping it like moves it into my eyeball. So I'm just gonna tell y'all about the outfit while we wait for my sunscreen to stop being angry. So my outfit is from She Who Shall Not Be Named. Now, originally, I was going to just find something in my closet, but then my mother was like, you know, I'm ordering the y'all outfit in there, and when will I ever pass up some clothes, you know? So here is the outfit, and I have some things. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out my sizes, because I look at the size charts, and everything seems fine, right? I know my measurements, and I look at the size chart and everything, you know, it seems like it's gonna fit, but this entire outfit is like slightly too big. I don't know how that happened, but here is the vest. I got the inspo off of Pinterest. So I got this vest. It's supposed to be tight, and it's a size 6, y'all. And I'm not an itty bitty skinny mini girl. Like, that's not the case. That is not the case. But size 6s have been doing me wrong lately. Like, they've been too big. But usually it's just in dresses, because in shirts, size 6s, they be snug. But this is big. like, so, you know, but we're gonna find a way to make her work without my boobs being exposed. So, because if it was tight, I was just gonna, you know, it was just gonna be that shirt. But since this is kind of big, it's whatever. And this, I definitively wear a size 8 in pants. And I got the same in this jean skirt. And it's also kind of too big, which is, I don't know. I didn't know you had to size down in jean skirts, but that's whatever. But that's why I made sure to get one with belt loops in case that was the case, you know? But here she is, friends on the bottom. So I'm gonna put this on. I brought this tank top and to put under it. And I have to put on my bodysuit because, as we have discussed, that is the only thing I have right now with cups that will fit my new bra size. Because all of my old ones, I haven't bought a bra since high school, and my boobs are boobing. And they are no longer that size. Since the weight left me, so did these girls. So I'm going to get dressed, and then I'm going to, well, actually I might not put the vest on because I'm going to mirror my underarms because I haven't done, I was supposed to do it on Friday, but I didn't. So I'm going to do that now so my armpits can be out comfortably, at least, you know? So I'm going to put on the outfit. Okay, so outfit is on, nair is on. So I'm about to start on my, you know, makeup. Not heavy or anything, just getting her done. Yeah, I like it. Why are you looking at it like
I like it. I don't think I like it.
You gonna wear it today?
Yeah, that's why I made it. You know, since someone didn't offer me the bag, you know, I ain't got a big old bag full. But it's okay. You know.
Sorry. Alright. So where is my freaking mascara? So where is my face? Oh, here it is. Okay, now I'm gonna put it on a little bit heavier because it has to stay, because I'm gonna be outside in the heat. So as I just put on pretty much the same amount I always put on, but you know, anyways. I just feel like I would be a problem when it came to makeup if I could see properly, you know? Like if I had 20/20 vision and it wasn't a blurred version I was seeing, I would do so well, you know? Okay, now my LA Pro Concealer. I'm actually putting it on today. It's been a minute. For speed doing this. I hope it turns out cute because nothing worse than going out somewhere feeling like you look crazy. It kills the whole vibe, you know? 5 more minutes on the nair. And nair is not something you want to play with. The blush of the day, I'm going for my Morphe. I feel like every time I film, I'm feeling a Morphe kind of day. And as I said, you know, I go crazy with the blush because I learned put my concealer on after because it fixes what I've done, you know? Okay, blush is on. What you call it? Cream blush is on. How much? Okay, it's time to rinse. I look like I'm like sick or something. I got my beauty blender. Time to do my under eye concealer. Oh, I need to put my freaking, hold on one second. What did I say? I need to put my deodorant on, but I gotta spread this first. So let's spread it out. Okay, now while that sits, I'm gonna put this deodorant on because my deodorant is on its last leg. It is on its last leg, to say the least. But we're going to the store tomorrow, so that's all that matters. You know, it's done. I could put my little vest on. But oh, did I say the top is a size 6, the bottom is an 8'10", and this is from Walmart. This tank top. Y'all have seen it before because I've had it for years. So you can put this on. And I'm gonna put on my belt. It's a black belt because you know it's a little bit big. And my brother and his girlfriend is supposed to be coming. And for the back, I'm gonna like, you know, attach the straps together in the middle so it's covered. You'll see. And I'm going early 2000s with the, hair. Okay, you see most of that blush catastrophe is gone. Here's my base before any powders. So now it's time for the powders, of course. That was clearly what I was gonna say next. Gotta set my under eyes first because I don't want that to crease too bad. Set that. Well, I'm gonna set my oily places first. It used to be way oilier when I was in high school. But when I was in high school, I wasn't using moisturizer regularly, so it was. Now that my face is like dusted, we're gonna put on the other powders, which is, I'm gonna start with my bronzer, which is really just eyeshadow because I haven't found a bronzer besides the cream one that works for me. Well, that's like dark enough to actually be a bronzer, but I don't really makeup shop, so that's probably my fault. Do that. Oh, there's kind of like blush in the brush, so let me get that out at the very least. Okay, blend that out. Is that pink or brown? I can't tell. Okay, so that's that. That's on. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of my nose. Don't usually contour my nose, but you know, we're gonna do it today, I guess. I'm feeling it. I'm gonna use this to like kind of help diffuse what I'm about to do to my base. Okay, so that's on. Now we gotta fix what I've done. Blend that out, you know? Make it better. Okay, that's that. Does that look good? Okay, it's blush time. Here she is, this baked blush that is literally discontinued. So it's definitely expired because you can't even buy this anymore. And I can't even see the name. Well, like literally this blush has lasted so long. This was one of the first pieces of makeup I ever got. And I wore it every day in high school. Well, I started wearing makeup my junior year of high school, and I wore it every day, and I still have it. Looked just like this when I was using it every day as well. So she has a lifespan on her, but you know. Okay, so now it's time for my brow gel. I don't think I'm gonna put highlighter on, but I kind of want some on my like eyes, you know. I'm gonna put some on my eyes, but not on my face. Maybe on my nose. I'm just not feeling it on my like cheeks right now, you know? I'm like, no girl, we don't. You know when I say that? Fair enough. Yeah, where's my glasses? What does this actually look like in the light of day? Interesting. It looks interesting to say the least, right? It looked better with my glasses off, but that's always the case. That is always the case. I look oddly like tan, or am I tripping? Okay, so, let me put on a little bit of shimmer on my eyes because I want highlighted eyes. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my mascara on because that's the last thing. Yeah. Okay. I gotta hurry. Got to hurry, which is good because I'm on my whatchamacallit, my mascara now. I've gone really slow, I feel like. don't have my lip in here, do I? I do not. Here's my makeup. I probably should do another coat of mascara, but so I'll do that, but oh shoot, sorry y'all. I keep bumping y'all. Okay, my makeup is pretty much done. I'm gonna use my Hello Kitty lip stain in the center of my lips, and that's that. So, you know. So I'm gonna see y'all in the bedroom because I gotta move all my stuff, put my hair in the clip, things of that nature, you know? Hi, we are back home. It is 10:41. I've eaten my dinner and I'm just gonna give you a little overview while I get unready. Once again, the makeup held up pretty well considering everything it's been through. It was 85 degrees today, so she's been through a lot. Let's take this off. Here's my tag so we could sit under the tent, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to film like talking to the camera because it was non-stop music and I knew that was going to be the case. So I was like, you know, I already expected that, so we're just going to talk about it. I do need to wash my face before we talk because that's going to be not good. Of course, we're gonna double cleanse. Black soap for African black soap first, then my gentle skin cleanser to put the moisture back in my face a little bit before my skincare routine for the rest of it. Okay, my face is washed now, so now we can start. Since I wore makeup for so long in the heat, I'm using all of my serums today. I usually rotate them, and by usually I mean I just started to rotate them because it used to be just these two, but I got this one like a week ago, and yeah, like a week ago, and I was like 3 serums is too much to use every day, so I was gonna just rotate. I was gonna use this one every day and then alternate between these two. But today we're using all 3 because of the conditions. So now we can talk about everything. So we got there. I would say we found our tent and sat in our seats at like by like 2 p.m. Didn't leave until 8 something because that's when it ended. It was a fun time, I will say. If you get the chance to go, I think you should. I think you should. It was fun. There was DJs, live performances. There's some really good people who performed. People who got Grammys and whatnot, so that's fun. I wasn't expecting all of that. I was not expecting all of that. So that was fun. Got to do some line dances. I struggled through the Tamiya dance. When I tell you the Tamiya dance tears me up, it tears me up. I can do it, but once we get to the spin, I'm disoriented. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So I don't know how to fix that, because I just can't tell which way we're turning. When I stop, I'm facing a completely different way than everyone else, and then I'm completely thrown off because I have to focus so hard on the steps already. I can't be getting surprises like that, you know? But we line dance, we have fun. I'm trying to think about the clips. I tried to get a clip of everything we did. First thing we did after we got our seats, we did have the we had VIP, so we had a nice bathroom and a tent for shade. So we were VIP. It says it on my little bracelet. That's why I had the bracelet. But so we had our tent and whatnot. First thing we did is, well, our parents gave us $50 as a treat because the point of the festival is all of the booths and food. So they gave us $50 to get whatever we wanted, $50 each to get whatever we wanted from the booths, which was very nice and very appreciated. So first thing my sister and I did, since it was so hot, we both got a snowball. I got wedding cake with condensed milk as a topping, and I was fine with that for a while because, as y'all saw on the way there, we stopped by Dollar General, and yeah, we stopped by Dollar General, and I was able to get my brisk, which I drank on all day. I literally finished it with my dinner. I got my lemon brisk and I got some peppered beef jerky. So I was just eating on that because when I tell you, when I get past my hunger threshold, it don't really come back. So I was just eating on that. And something else that comes with the VIP is you get free crawfish. So that big to-go container full of crawfish, that was complimentary. It comes with crawfish and drinks. And okay, so the VIP lounge, it came with that crawfish, drinks, and those butter sauce seasoning packets I showed y'all. So speaking of those butter sauce seasoning packets, when I was given them, the guy was like, oh, we have this thing. And he was like, if you take a picture or post something on your story, well, follow us and tag us and post something on your story, and you'll be entered in this giveaway for a hat. And if you know anything about me, you know I never pass up a giveaway. I never pass up a giveaway. I will get a lottery ticket. I am a constant PCH enterer. If I come up on a lot of, if I all of a sudden start acting rich, I probably won, and it's just not saying anything to anyone, because that's the way to go about it. Don't tell nobody that you won if you win something, you know? But I was like, you know, another thing to enter. So I did that. I'm out of order. I need to put my blemish cream on before I do that. But so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. And I didn't even think anything of it. So I followed them. I took a picture. I just snapped a picture with a thing. Didn't even really look at it because it was so bright out. I could barely see my phone. So I was like, I probably look crazy, but whatever. I just want to enter, you know? And I posted on my story. And I'm not gonna lie, no one really checks for my story. So it was no harm, no foul, you know? So I did it. And then 30 minutes later, I was like, oh, let me look at their story. Why was I on it? Why was I on it? And they had like almost 20,000 followers. That's, You see, now people know I'm like greedy. Like if you went to that festival, you know, you like that girl was fiending for that hat, you know? And I was, but not everyone needed to know that, you know? Not everyone needed to know I was fiending for a hat like that. But yeah, this is blemish control. It's blemish and dark spot treatment. That's why I put it all over, because I have dark spots everywhere. I'm a hyperpigmentation girly. It don't take much. All the acne gotta do is grow, and it has a lasting effect on my face. But that's whatever. Now I'm putting on my retinol cream. We saw it this morning. But yeah, I was on there, and then I was like, oh my gosh, well, nothing I can do about that. I'm just saying I better get a hat. That's all I'm saying. I want that hat. And I will tell y'all whether or not I get that hat, because I want a hat. And I don't know how many hats they're giving out, but I want a hat, you know? So that's that. That was something interesting. So after all that, that was when I got my crawfish that I showed y'all. I ended up eating on that, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna have that crawfish, that free crawfish for lunch, and then I'm gonna get something from the booths for dinner. Oh, and the bathroom that you get with the VIP, it is amazing. I would highly recommend, because I'm not a porta potty girly at all, so I would highly recommend that. But I ate the crawfish, and then I was like, well, okay. So I got back in my chair, I was watching the shows, and then I realized, I was like, why is my phone on 28% and it's 4 o'clock? And Apple count your days, because why does Apple control my brightness against my will? Every phone I've ever had, I have the brightness all the way down because it hurts my eyeballs, okay? Why? I get that I'm outside in the sun, but I did not tell you to turn my brightness all the way up. Are you kidding? At least ask me, you know? So then I had to ration my battery. I just wanted to scroll on Instagram for a little bit. Is that like too much to ask? It was $31, and it was just shrimp, but whatever. So she got that, and then I was like, I really want something with cheese on it. I was hoping, when they say Boils and Brew Fest, they mean Boils and Brew Fest. Everything there is boiled, and I was just hoping there's gonna be like a food truck with like Mexican food for some reason. I just thought I was gonna be spared, but no, because if you know me, I've overeaten boiled food. I don't really eat it. Like if that crawfish wasn't free, I would have never gotten it for myself, you know? But it was great crawfish, actually. It was really good crawfish, but I would never go snatch up. I have 23 years of eating crawfish under my belt. I don't need more, you know? But that's just me. So that's how I am with breakfast food too. So you know how much I've overeaten boiled food for it to be on the level of breakfast food. But whatever. So what was I saying? Oh my gosh, what was I saying? Something about, anyway, she got her fiery crab, and then I was like, oh, I want something with cheese. That's what I was saying. So I was hoping there was gonna be a Mexican restaurant, and there was not. So I was like, oh, I saw one of the booths had smash burgers, and I was like, it at least has cheese on it. So it's like, I'll have that. So I went up there, and I was like, oh, let me get my smash burger. And it was a good price. Speaking of prices, the snowball was $6 and the condensed milk was $2, which usually condensed milk is 50 cents, but I'm gonna let it slide. You know, I'm gonna let it slide because it was a festival and they upcharge or whatever. But while I was like, oh, give me the smash burger, and the smash burger, it came with fries and everything, and it was $12. So how come they didn't upcharge me like that snowball stand did? But whatever. So I was like, oh, can I have that? And since it was so late, they're like, oh my gosh, we sold out. But we have this fried catfish and potato salad here. It was already made in the go box. And I was like, oh, you could just have it if you want, because that's all we have. And I was like, okay. And then I was standing there and I was like, oh, they're not gonna make me pay for it. And they didn't make me pay for it. They just gave it to me. Very sweet people, very lovely. So I got that for free. And I love a good potato salad, but I'm not a fan of fried fish. So I was like, but free food. Free food is free food. So when I got home, I just made the fish into a I made it into a fish taco and put the potato salad on the side, and that fixed it right on up. You know, you just gotta mask the fry of the fish. And I also don't really like catfish. It's like the worst fish. But I say if you like catfish, the food was very good. But it was good in taco form. I just put cheese on it and I used leftover Taco Bell hot sauce packets. So it was good. And those people are very sweet and I'm very thankful for what they've done for me because I $42 up because of them. So thank you so much. You lovely souls. So all in all, a great experience. I have taken 13,332 steps and burned 461 calories today. So your girl is drained and I'm actually gonna go to sleep at a reasonable time tonight. So this is a blessing in disguise. Let me tuck this so I can clean my glasses off. But yeah, that's literally how the whole thing went. I thought I was gonna take pictures there and then I didn't. So yeah, I didn't. And I'm okay with that. I just took some quick selfies in the mirror when I got back with half my makeup that was not rubbed off over the course of the day. And you know, we move. I'm not the best picture taker. But yeah, it was a great time. Would recommend. Sorry for my energy. I don't have any. I do not have any. Now for my lip therapy. But that would be everything. When I'm gonna see you guys next, as of course I'm still filming for my room redecorating. It's gonna be happening really soon so I can finally, I've been filming for that video for 3 months. So hopefully, I was supposed to put the room together this month, but delays are, you know, they happen. So there's nothing I can do about that. I'm just working despite it, but the problem I'm fixing now is I got some paint on clearance and it turns out it's clear. So I have to get it tinted. But it was $10 a gallon. So, and I got 3 of them. So honestly, I'm kind of up, you know? I can have any color paint I want now for 10 bucks. Hopefully, depending on the place. Some places tint for free, some places don't. I'll just have to see, depends on where I end up, honestly. Hopefully somewhere that tints for free is where I end up. But let me take this out. But yeah, that's everything. For the most part. And I promise you, I'm gonna be a better vlogger. I'm gonna stop coming on here looking crazy. I'm gonna have a plan. I'm going to still be a yapper, but that's just me. And I'm gonna do like aesthetic shots. Let me not promise things that I may not do. But I'm gonna be a better vlogger. I promise. I promise. But I really don't know the next time I see y'all because we're still doing, I'm trying to vlog as little as possible so I can catch up so we can do our special and I can go back to my normal schedule. So unless something spectacular like today happens, y'all ain't gonna see me for a minute. Did I say what today was? I definitely said what the day was today. But yeah, I'm gonna sign off now because my skincare is all done. Did I talk about my nails? Oh, I did. Oh my goodness, I did. So, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram at BunnyBrew28. Follow my gaming channel, Brooklyn Rayne Gaming. Shop my sister's Etsy shop. She made these at Baby Boss Crochet. And stream Diamond Baby's album Hidden Gem on all platforms you could stream music. And as always, thank you for giving me a chance. Bye.